Um, Next question was vaulted ceiling in the RMS. I do
Yep.
know if it's a vaulted ceiling space, it has to be added in the main floor and has to be deducted from the upper floor. Like pretty much go added in the upper floor, the vaulted ceiling area. Could you shed some light when it comes to stairs? Because in the main important topics we talked about stairs, and I got like completely out of my mind with that one.
Right. So the stairs are a little okay. So let's talk about this. Okay, so let's see this. Say
Mhm.
this is our main floor, right? And then what we have on the main floor is we have a living room right here. And the living room is basically open to above. So it's all open. So this is our living room. So there is nothing. Okay, so this is our living room area. So on the main floor, it's all the way, it's open. And then on the second floor, we have basically it's all like it's drawn like it's this is all covered here, right? So there's our bedroom, bathrooms, whatever else is up here. Okay, so we're looking at two floors. So if you look at it from the top, this is what it will look. You will see one big space, 2 stories high. There's no ceiling. So that's what we're calling vaulted ceiling, where it goes all the way to the ceiling of the second floor. So there's no ceiling on the first floor. Okay. But when we look at it from our side perspective, so this is kind of what we are seeing. So this is the when we split the two floors, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll have one floor that's like this. That's your living room, kitchen, and whatever. And on the second floor, what you have is you have the second floor, you have this, and then you have a smaller little area here um, that right so you'll have two areas essentially. So the way calculations will happen, so let's say this is 10 by 10. The way we would calculate here would be this, let's say 10 feet here. Oops, I need a mouse. Okay, so 10 by 10 here, we are doing, so that's how we will multiply that. 10 times 10, 100 square feet will be our square meters, whatever. That's the area. And then over here, maybe this is 8, right? So this is 8, and then this is 10. So we will do, first we will calculate this. So there are a couple different ways of doing this. The way Rika has it illustrated in the book is basically you can do like 10 times 8, and maybe this is 2 by 5 or something. So let me just write that. I should really have a mouse for this, but okay. So this is 2 by 5. So you will say 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 10 plus 2, 80. So 80 plus 10, right? 90 square feet. Plus then add this. So basically what they're saying is this area over here, you cannot include that in RMS because it doesn't have a walkable floor. Like you can't walk on the air. It's not living space. So we don't count that. We will count it in the main floor because you're putting your couches and whatever else in the living room. So that's a usable space. We're going to count it on the main floor, but in the upstairs, this area is open. So we don't count that area in the upstairs. So any area. So basically what they're saying is there are two different ways of doing it. You can either do 10 by 10 for each floor and then deduct this area, right? That's how they have shown it. Or the easier way, in my opinion, is to do this. Whatever works for you, that's the way. But basically, bottom line is this open space, you cannot include that in the measurement because it's not usable space. Okay. So now, what about stairs, right? So the way stairs would work. So let's say there's stairs going up over here. So if there's stairs, stairs will get counted in the upstairs area. So let's say this is the stair. These are the stairs that are coming up. So let's say they are 1 by 5, right? So 1 feet by 5 here. So you would add that to the upstairs area. So you're still not counting this open space, but the stairs will get counted and they will get added to the upstairs measurements. Does that make sense, Ronnie?
It does make sense. So that's all it was. But then you talked about the stairs which go around something, and I couldn't understand that part.
Oh,
So
so yes, what I meant was, so if you have
if you
stairs
have a
that are right
mhm,
beside the open area, right? So
mhm.
you are going to add the stairs, but you're not going to add this area. Okay, so in the way they have in the RMS, like in the book or in the study material, would be basically they're saying add all of this to the upstairs and then deduct this area. Or you
Yeah.
can take these three measurements and add them together and come up with it, right? Whatever way you're doing it, but basically you're not adding this. So if there's open area here, you do not include the open area. You would include the stairs and the upstairs measurements, and you would include this other usable space where you have bedrooms and washrooms and stuff upstairs. You would include that. You would include the stairs, but you would
Uh-huh.
deduct the open area. Right
Ha-
now, the way they
Okay.
word it, it's kind of wordy and confusing. If the tread
Mm-hmm.
of is the same as whatever, what they mean is that it's not open, right? Like stairs will be included in the stairs, open area
Mm-hmm.
will get deducted. So don't count the open area.